Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling something that's on pretty much every parent's mind. How do we keep our kids safe online? To do that, we're going to lean on a fantastic report from Virtualization Options LLC. Now, they're a technology research and education group based out of Colorado, and they've put together a really clear, practical guide for us. So let's dive in and walk through it together.
Yeah, this really is the question, isn't it? Our kids' world is completely digital now. It's where they learn, it's where they play, it's where they connect with their friends. So the big question for all of us is, how do we make that world safe? This whole explainer is designed to help you do just that, to move past that feeling of, being overwhelmed and get to a point where you feel confident and have real practical steps you can actually take.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll look at what we're calling the digital playground. Then we'll get real about the key online risks. From there, it's all about solutions. Talk, don't just tell, then your digital toolkit, and finally, we'll zoom out to our big picture goal, raising responsible digital citizens.
Okay, let's jump right into part one, the digital playground. This is so critical because we have to really get our heads around the world our kids are actually living in every single day.
The first big idea from this report is that we kind of need to change our own perspective. For us, the internet might feel like a tool or, let's be honest, sometimes a distraction. But for them, it's a massive, ever-changing place. It's where so much of their learning, communication, and fun actually happens. So if we're going to guide them through it, we have to start by understanding and respecting that space.
All right, now we're going to get into the stuff that keeps us parents up at night.
But here's what the report really emphasizes. We need to move from just being scared to being factually aware. Let's look at the real, specific risks so we know exactly what we're dealing with.
First up is cyberbullying. And this is so much more than just schoolyard teasing. What makes it so different, so much more intense, is that it doesn't stop when the school bell rings. It follows them home. It's right there on their screen in their pocket 24/7. And that relentless pressure can have a huge, severe impact on their mental health.
Then there's the risk of just stumbling onto inappropriate content. Think about it. The internet doesn't have a bouncer at the door checking IDs, right? So a kid can easily be just one wrong click away from seeing things, violence, explicit material, hate speech, that they are just not emotionally ready to handle, and that can really affect their development.
Okay, let's talk about privacy. Kids just don't think about a digital footprint the way adults do. The idea that something you post online could be there forever is, well, it's pretty abstract when you're young. So they might share their phone number or what school they go to without thinking twice. And they just don't realize that that kind of information can put them and even the whole family at risk.
And this last one, it's every parent's biggest fear: online predators. These are people who use the internet with the specific intent to harm kids, trying to groom or exploit them. It is a terrifying and very real threat. And it's exactly why our best line of defense isn't an app, but having a really open and trusting relationship with our kids. Okay, so we've laid out the risks, and it's a lot, I know. So, what's our most powerful tool against all of this? The report is super clear here. It all comes down to one thing: talk. Not just telling them what to do, but actually talking with them. Let's dig into what that really means.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Position yourself as a partner, not an authoritative figure. Think about it. If you're just the online police, your kids are just going to get really good at hiding things from you. But if you're their partner, their co-pilot on this journey, they're so much more likely to come to you when something weird or scary happens. You become their safe harbor.
So how do we do that? Well, the report breaks it down into 3 really practical steps. Step 1, build trust. Create that judgment-free zone where they can share the good stuff and the bad. Step 2, set the rules together. When they have a say in the boundaries, they're way more likely to respect them. And step 3, and this is huge, keep the conversation going. This can't be a one-time big talk. It has to be a normal, ongoing part of your relationship.
All right, so talking is the foundation. It's absolutely essential. But you still need to build the house, right? And that's where your digital toolkit comes in. These are the practical, hands-on tools you can use to help create that safer online environment for them to explore. Let's look at what's in this toolkit.
You've got parental controls, which are great for managing screen time and setting up schedules. Then there are content filters. Think of these as a safety net. Privacy settings are super important. They let you and your child decide who gets to see their info. And finally, something like two-factor authentication, it's like adding an extra deadbolt to their accounts to keep people out. And the best part is you don't have to be a tech wizard. Most of this stuff is built right into the devices we already use.
And this brings us to maybe the biggest idea in the entire report. It's a real shift in how we approach this. Our job isn't just to build the digital fortress around our kids. Our real goal, the ultimate goal, is to empower them, to raise them to be responsible digital citizens who can navigate this world safely and smartly all on their own.
And there's a name for this whole concept: digital citizenship. It's about so much more than just a list of don'ts. It's about teaching them the knowledge, the skills, and really, the attitude they need to be safe, ethical, and respectful online, to themselves and to other people.
So what does that look like? Well, it breaks down into a few key things. It means behaving ethically, just being a good, kind person online. It means fostering critical thinking, so they question what they see instead of just blindly believing it. It's about building resilience, so when they do run into something negative, and they will, they can handle it. And finally, it's about making privacy protection an instinct.
So in the end, this whole report really boils down to this one powerful question for all of us as parents and caregivers. Is our goal to protect our kids from the digital world or to prepare them for it? I think the answer is pretty clear. We can't build a high enough wall. Our real job is to prepare them, to give them the strength, the wisdom, and the skills to not just survive online, but to thrive.